by. It's right there. You can kind of see it. Oh, I would have never noticed that because. Hey guys, just a quick intro. Welcome to Housing with Riel. This is where we're going to go through different people's houses, different contributors, and we're going to just take a tour, get some inspiration. Here's Betz, my first tour, and we're going to let her take it from here. Hope you guys enjoy.
Well, first of all, when I started building the house, the options were you could have like an orc style house, or you could have like blood elf castle type house. And I kind of felt drawn more to the blood elf, so I was like, okay, this actually looks sort of like a castle. I want to make the entrance outside kind of look grand if I can. So that's why I built like this walkway in, and I actually went online and looked at like some really grand house like landscaping to get some inspiration from like real life places. And I kind of modeled it after that, where you've got like a pathway that goes directly toward the house, and then you've got pathways that lead out, and it's all framed in garden landscaping. So that's kind of what I was going for. And I also wanted to use some of the same trees that are in this area here to try to make it look like it belongs here.
Yeah, that's what I'm noticing. Like, the thing that I just noticed as you were pointing it out that I didn't even notice was the way you have the pillars or the towers there. It just gives it so much depth and it makes it that much more imposing. I think you used what, the rule of threes?
Mhm.
One small,
I did
one
that a lot.
medium, one large. Yeah,
Yeah.
you actually see that a lot in, like, I use that rule when I'm doing like my Procreate art and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's really, really good. Can we go in?
Another thing, one more thing before we leave this spot. As I was building the pathway, and I don't think anyone has noticed this yet, it's kind of subtle. But as I was building the pathway and I flew up from above to kind of look and see how it looked like from above, I got kind of a hint of a phoenix. And so I kind of rearranged my rocks so that they kind of have a phoenix-ish shape to them on the pathway. And
Oh
that kind
my
of harkens
goodness.
back to the blood elf stuff. So
Oh, I just did a drive-by. It's right there. You can kind of see it.
yeah.
Oh, I would have never noticed that because like my brain is wired to like see colors and make the reference, not those shapes.
Yeah.
I
I
was
wanted
not.
to have like certain things that you could pick up from all different angles, like when you're standing here looking at the house, but also when you're flying over top. I wanted it to have something to notice.
Oh, I like this back area. So I had noticed that they had done a lot of chimney variations. And, you know, when I was doing my house floats. I just could not figure out a good way to do the chimney. But this is like a little back forge area slash fire pit.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually had some food out here and I moved it because they only let you have what is it, 350 for some really small amount for your front, as far as decor items that you have a limit to. So I ended up taking a few things away back here, but what I really wanted to do back here is kind of make like a little area where you could sort of grill outside, or maybe like do a pizza out here in this oven. And I put a little thing here so you can click on the cooking. But there's not a lot of space back here because I kind of backed my house back to the very edge
Oh,
of
yeah,
where
I
you're
bet
allowed to
that
build.
box is like right here, isn't it?
Right on the edge, yeah. And one other thing is I've got my little chair here so you can sit and look at the waterfall because it's so pretty. That's one of the reasons I picked this spot because I really like that water.
Yeah, no, the thing that I'm seeing is it just flows so naturally. This looks like the devs put this place here, and I think that's really impressive.
Thank you so much. All right, we can go in, and it looks magical. I put a little magical entrance.
Okay. Much fun. Thank you so much for doing this with me again, Best.
Welcome. It is fun.
Oh,
I'm glad to have someone come visit.
Oh my goodness. Full disclosure, I've already ran through your house and sat in here for like 45 minutes just taking everything in. But it's just so much.
Yeah, yeah. I've got like the entrance here. I wanted to show off a little bit because a lot of these banners are from class halls back in Legion. And I remember I spent months making sure that I did every class hall for every class in the game at the time. So I collected a lot of things for that, and I kind of wanted to show it off. I've always been really proud of that one. And then, of course, I've got the current rating trophies up here, so everybody can see that I've been doing that too.
Yeah, no, okay, I'm not gonna lie. When I got so excited when we downed the bosses, I immediately went to my house because I thought it was gonna be like a statue because I've been wanting to make like a statue garden, and
Mhm.
I put it down and it was that big, and I tried to zoom it up, and I'm like, what? What am I gonna do with this?
Yeah, I like them. I'm proud. I got all the trophies, and I'm hoping that we get the upgraded golden one soon too in our guild. That will
Absolutely.
be fun to display.
All right. So I really like how you've just freaking it's so eclectic. This reminds me of my home. Like I go all over the place and like nothing matches, but it all goes together because it's all things I like. And I love
Exactly.
it. Okay,
All
next
right, you
room.
want to go to the kitchen first? Let's go to the kitchen.
Dealer's choice. It's always nice to have a snack. Oh god. It's so it's so I'm not going to say overwhelming because I feel that like that has a negative connotation. I'm going to say that it is just it's so detailed. Like
Yeah.
everything has a place. I look across it and it all makes sense. It doesn't feel crowded. It feels lived in is I think the
Yes,
thing that
that's
you were
definitely
going for.
what I was going for the whole house. I kind of had this idea in my mind for my house is that I have a lot of characters. I have a lot of alts. And they all, in my mind, they all kind of live here together. And I wanted to incorporate like a little bit of everyone's class, some of their lore, things like that into this house to represent everyone who lives here together, my little family of alts. And also for the kitchen, I wanted to do it panda style because pandas are the best cooks in the game, right? So
Right. I
I
mean,
wanted
they get double food buff.
that's right. I also incorporated a little bit of real life into my kitchen and also a few other places in the game. I have a place setting here for 5 people because that's how many people are in my personal family. I have my
Oh.
husband and 3 kids. So I've got the big chairs for the grown-ups and the 3 little chairs for my 3 little girls,
Oh, that's
and
so
that makes me
sweet.
happy. And I have ramen. I don't know what this actually is called in the game, but for me, it's ramen because we are a big lover of ramen in our family. We like to try different types. We're just big fans.
Oh, where's the ramen at? Oh, that's what it
These
is.
little
That's
bowls.
these little bowls. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, is that the street food from the Goblin Place?
Actually, it came from a dungeon, from the Dragon expansion. I can't remember the name of the one, but that's where it came from. I had to run it 5 times to get 5 different bowls.
Okay, I have a question about your oven setup here. So is
Yeah.
this, it looks like it is the what is it, the Valdrakken oven, but it's obviously not just the Valdrakken oven. It looks a little custom. Can you tell me what all is in here?
Okay, so it is the Valdrakken main thing. Let's see, the Valdrakken oven, and then I also have the coal-fired stovetop because I wanted to be able to click on it and have your cooking pull up so that it feels like you're
Oh,
more
it's
interactive.
functional. You can cook. Oh my goodness, that is a game changer. That just adds so much to it.
Yeah, and then I got the little piggy, and I thought, well, he needs to roast in my oven, and I put a little fence in front just to, be safe in the space. We don't want any. flames popping out or people getting too close.
Wait, don't they have an apple in their mouth? Should there be
I'm
an
pretty
apple?
sure. Yeah, I think so.
That is so cute. Okay, so it's three different pieces here. So you've got like the cooking oven, which is the utility aspect. Then you have
Hmm.
these like stone you place down. And then
Hmm.
that
I
looks
did.
like the Forsaken Gate, right?
It is.
And then
I
that
also have two more items in there. Let me see what they're called for you. The sky pulled brazier. I put two of those in there too because I just liked the graphic for it. It gives a really colorful bluish and orangish tinted flame. I used that all through the kitchen just because I really thought it looked nice. I liked the colors and I liked the animation. So
oh,
I've got that
that's
on top level and bottom level, and I also have that over here in my little U-shaped area. I have those so that the flames have that nice animation and color to them.
Oh my gosh, it's like a little flat top grill kind
Mhm.
of for like hibachi style. Hang on. It's hibachi style. Hang on, let me
I gotta
fling an
look.
egg in your mouth, girl. Hang on. No, not an egg.
The
A
sake squeeze bottle.
yeah, start flinging shrimp. Hang on. Looks like you already got the little onion volcano. I love that. I didn't even notice it till you pointed it out. And then we've got this window. You tell your husband to do the gardening. Hang on. Looks
I
a
had a
little
friend.
overgrown here.
Yeah, I had a friend come in and give me a little critique in here, and he said, these windows are looking good, but have you tried turning them so that it looks like you're looking out at something? And I was like, yeah, but there's nothing on that wall. So this is an entirely built wall. You can't really tell because it blends in well with the original wall of the room. But I built an entire wall here, and then I put plants in the background. I put some yellow rugs back there to give like because it's kind of yellow outside. I wanted it to look like a little bit of a yellow tint when you look out the window to
I
sort
feel
of match
that.
the out.
I'm getting
And
it.
so, yeah, I wanted to be able to, I wanted to feel like you're actually looking outside.
I think what sells it is the luminescence you're getting over here. It looks like daylight shining in.
Yeah.
Like it looks like
And
you just have really tall.
I'm pretty sure that's just from the glow that these particular windows give. I don't think I put any lighting back there, so
Okay,
it looks
so
really
I am so sorry, but I have been staring out this window over here waiting for you to make the trip. I want to go in here so bad, Bets. Can
Let's
we
go.
go?
Let's go.
Okay. Let's go. Hang on, wait, I just seen something that's really cute. Did you put these things on this shelf, or
This
does the shelf come
particular
like
shelf
that?
comes like that. Yeah, these two
Okay.
come like that. Those are some of the newer items, and I think some of the newer items are a little better than some of the older ones
I
as far as
immediately
those
see.
little details and stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna start pointing things out that I love, okay? Is that okay?
That is great.
Okay, so I love that because obviously the kitchen needs a bay window, right? How many times have
Mhm.
you, like, in your real life wanted to just be like, I'm tired of being in this house and want to bust through the bay window? That's what we just did, girl. Now we're outside in the garden. That is so
Yep.
awesome. Here's the dog. Oh my gosh, you've got Rufus somewhere, I'm sure. There's
That's
a.
actually that's not the new one. That's a
Oh!
it's not. Let's see what it's called. It's called Wooden Doghouse, and I don't remember where it's from, but it's not the new one that's on the shop.
Okay, guys. Well, if you don't want to spend $20 for Rufus's house, you can just go get the wooden doghouse, and I
Yeah.
think that's better because it's free minus your time. Um,
Right.
so I don't know where this bird cage comes from, but it is very cute. I love that he's just wiggling up there. And this is the outside room. This is the daylight room.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it actually makes a little sound, like a little chirp chirp. I've only heard it every now and then, um, but it comes from like a little promotional thing that Liz was doing.
Okay. And then we have, okay, I immediately dislike these plants all the time because this is always what the plant looks like when if you step on it, it hops up and attacks you.
Sure.
No, I'm like, I love everything but that plant. Like
I was
it,
trying to use some plants here that I didn't incorporate in other parts of the house. You're kind of limited right now. I'm hoping they'll add a lot more, but you're kind of limited for plants.
these
There's only so many.
mushrooms
Yep,
are
those
the,
are. Let me see what they're called. Those are called Founders Point Large Garden Cluster, and they have just a little mushroom on the side, and so I just turned them all so that just the mushrooms were showing because I like that the red that I've got going on here. So, and I like mushrooms; they're cool.
so those aren't like the cash shop?
They aren't, no.
Okay, cool. I seen those mushrooms in the little gnome in the cash shop, and I was like, God, I love mushrooms. My office is decorated in mushrooms.
So whimsical. I love them.
They're just so silly, and I love this thing. I just went and took a look. It's like a little hanging tree. I actually am working on something like that in my midnight room, and that's a chicken coop, yeah?
Yep, those little eggs, the little Easter
Ooh.
eggs. Those are from the shop. Those are the only eggs I could think of or find, and I wanted it to look definitely like a chicken lived there. So
There's a little treehouse with functional steps that I think are just shelves, right? But it looks just like
they
treehouse.
are.
It looks
Yeah.
just like treehouse steps. And then you have like the little lion here, and you could just. I want to sit in here, snuggle up, and read a book with some hot tea.
That one, when you sit in it, it looks like you're laying down, like you're lounging. That's my favorite of the two chairs because of the way that it just, like the blankets go over your body. I love it.
Okay. Well, is there anything else special about this room that I have not been able to point out?
Okay, well, we've got a little basketball here on the ground, and so you can shoot your hoops.
Okay,
We've
I did
got
not notice
a
that.
laundry basket for your laundry. Those are trellises, sturdy wooden trellises. And we've got a little kite flying up in the sky. And lastly, there's a little interactive mushroom over here. Come take a look at it right here. Give it a click. I have treasure hidden in there.
Oh my goodness, it's a hidden treasure. I have not seen that. I have that. It's just sitting in my house. I was trying to figure out what to do with it. I am stealing that. Thank you. That is so cute. Except, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put a freaking flamingo in there.
There you go. That's definitely a treasure.
Okay, where to next, Bets?
Okay. All right. So I also modeled the floor layout of my house to kind of mimic what it looks like on the outside. So if you remember, the outside of my house is like towers. So my floor plan is towers. So we're gonna go up. This little area is just like a wine area. You can come mush your grapes here if you can get up there. I have swirling grapes. I have a little area where you can smoke this pipe, drink some wine. This is
Girl,
a relaxation place.
girl,
So
I
I'm
don't
excited.
know. Like, you know what this room is giving me? This room is giving me sex dungeon. Like, I love it. Don't get me wrong, but like you got the squishy stuff for like the weird folks. You've got the back room that's see through. They put on a little show. No, I'm just kidding. I'm being silly.
That's
Um,
definitely a possibility. Like I said, I've got multiple characters that live in this house. I don't know what they do when I'm not looking.
oh, you
So
nasty. Ugh. What is this this. I'm looking straight at it. It's purple. It looks like it might explode. What is that?
Where are we? Oh, yeah, that's a consortium item. I wanted my stairwells to have kind of grand chandeliers, and so I made this purpley grand long chandelier to hang through the whole stairwell, and I think it just looks really magical.
How
I like
many
it.
different pieces is this? I don't even recognize, like, I know it's ethereal pipes, but I don't. What
It's called
is.
the it's called the Consortium Energy Collector, and I think I've got one, two, three, four of them.
Oh, and there's okay, I see it now. So you use the rule of threes, but with four. Okay, so it's just like what is it? You reduce the size of it and created it at like a point.
Gradually.
This is
Yeah.
cool. That is so creative. And then you've
Yeah.
got okay, that's supposed to be a chandelier, but you're using it like little lights, like a string of lights. That is so great. You know what that thing reminds me of is a ring pop.
Oh yeah. It does look like that. And here we've got another little lounge area for just, when you're tired.
Oh my goodness, it's so cute.
All right.
I
Here
love
is
how the nature kind of like you have a way of as you transition from one room to another, it it's a transition, but it feels natural. It feels like a natural
yeah,
progression. It's not
I
just
wanted
like
to do that. I didn't want it to feel like one room was just this one thing, and then the next room was like this totally separate thing. I wanted it to feel like cohesive throughout as much as I could,
yeah,
while still
no, it's
utilizing all the different things that housing has to offer, because there's a lot of different things that you could do, and um, I wanted to try to use all of it if I could, because it's really interesting.
okay, I'm gonna take a look around. I'm gonna just say what I see, and then we'll do the same thing we did last time, and you'll point out things that you really want to show off that I might have missed. Does that sound good?
Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
so this looks like a professions room. This is crazy. So I'm gonna go one step at a time. We've got like a Forsaken themed alchemy lab.
Hmm.
And there's just so much detail put into this. You've got your floor layered. I think I just picked up this piece right here, this like metal thing that you've got planted into the floor right here. Um, and then it looks like you've got just a bunch of curtains and flowers layered. It looks like, okay, so if I walked into this room, I would beeline over here immediately and start touching stuff. Okay, moving on, we see like this looks like a little magic enchanting area or like a little mini library. No, scribe. It's scribe. Duh. You've
Yeah.
got your little like your architecture workbench, all the books. You've got floating books around. There's weed growing from the ceiling. What's that?
It's just Elwyn growth time.
Okay.
It's just it had to grow there because of all the magic. It couldn't help itself.
Okay, that is cool. What's this on the ground? What is that texture here?
That's a newer item. That's Light Bloom Moss Mound, and that's from the Tarandar.
It's really good, and then you have like all these pigments and oh my goodness. Okay. Is
I don't have a dedicated stall for every single profession, so they're kind of melded. Like you see plants here, you see plants here, so that's kind of like herbalism-y because alchemy and inscription both use those, so it's kind of like You can sort of tell which stall is for what, but it's a little bit looser than just one specific thing.
Yeah, no, I'm getting some of that because, like, I feel like, the scribe and enchanting goes really well next to each other because, the
Hmm.
enchanting makes the enchants that the scribe can make the parchment for. Like, honestly, if this was a functional vendor room, I'd be like, okay, I'm going over to Betz to get all my, profession stuff because you have an engineering workshop that is crazy. There's my flamingo that I love so much. There's a toy train.
There is. There is.
Ah, it's so whimsical. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
I kind of wish I had just a goblin house. Excuse me. Because the goblin stuff is so much fun. Even though my house doesn't really like go with the aesthetic of goblin, I definitely wanted to use these items, so I had to build this room. If only just for this one
Ab-
stall, it might be my favorite.
Absolutely. It's so good. Has Miso seen this? She's gonna lose it.
I know
Oh my
she's
gosh.
visited. I'm not sure which sections she's looked at or,
And then
but
this is
yeah.
just like your fabric kind of making station. I see you've got leather working here, you've got
Mhm.
tailoring, and then it even looks like you've got quilts stacked up here, kind of like a quilt shop, like a grab and go kind of thing. This is really cute. You've got all your stuffed animals.
Yeah, because I sewed those too.
And then you've got like your little basket. It's just every corner has a detail in it that, I'm just running my eyes over it. And every time I run my eyes over it, I'm seeing something new. Like, I didn't see this like stand thing at the top. And like, I just seen some sparks fly from the engineer thing. Like, it's really, I don't want to sit here and glaze you all the whole time. I'm looking for something to critique, but like, I've never seen a house this insane before.
Thank you. And this is a little fireplace here. It's kind of a placeholder. As soon as I have my house leveled up again, I'm gonna put a new room here, and I can't wait to build it. It's gonna be a library, bookstore, coffee shop.
Oh, that's
Um,
gonna be cute. It's gonna be like a little coffee shop, library, bookstore thing.
hmm So that way, when you've been working in your stall all day and you're tired, you want to come in and get a cup of coffee, relax a little bit, maybe read a chapter before you have to go back to the grind.
Absolutely. That's such a great way to tie it all together. And then I see over here you've got like the makings of a forge, yeah?
Yep, that's right.
Sick. And then I think that the way you're using this tree right here as the kind of center pillar for this domed room, it really brings everything kind of together. It feels spacious, and I also don't feel like the roof is about to collapse on my head.
Yeah.
Like,
Before I had the centerpiece here, it just felt really empty in the middle.
and then
And it kind of gives you a pathway too, so that you have like a a led way to walk through the room and look at everything. So I like
yeah,
that.
you really designed this place like with an artist perspective because, I see little tricks I do here and there from art that I do where you're like guiding the player or guiding the viewer's path on where you want them to go without
Yeah.
making it feel like, hey, this is where you're supposed to walk. This is an on rails experience that is self guided, as you could say. Like, I love this. This house is an
Yeah.
experience. What's next?
Okay, so let's go back downstairs
Okay,
and we'll go
yeah.
to the next tower of my house.
Yeah, you said there were towers. Sorry, I'm speeding us both up because I want to see next.
Okay, so this is the bedroom.
Where the magic
And again,
happens.
Yeah, and again, I tied in some family things here. So the big bed is for me, and my littlest likes to sleep with me, and she loves unicorns. So she and I sleep in this bed, and those are her little unicorns. And my oldest has this bed, and she likes the Murlocs, and she likes green. So this one's hers. And my middle, she actually has a favorite plushie that she named Elfie. So this is her Elfie on her bed. And it was really fun. She's just been playing a lot recently, and she leveled her character up to level 40, and we did some dungeons together. And then after we were finished, she came in and actually got in her little bed and curled up. She's a little Volpera, so she was so cute in her little circular bed, and the fox animation for laying down as they curl up, and it was so cute. I took a picture.
Oh my goodness, can you send me that picture when I
I
outro this
can.
video? I'm gonna put that
Yes.
as as the outro. Oh my goodness. That is so cute. I was trying to let you do like your full explainer because I have a really bad habit of talking over people, so just tell me to shut up. Like I won't be offended.
Mm,
Miso does it all
good.
the time. So this, I have not seen this color of bed, and this looks like a completely different bed. I did not recognize it at first because of the color on it. This is the Sindori bed from the Tranquilin rep, right?
Yes, that's right.
And you dyed it just a darker color.
I
So,
did.
oh my gosh, the color theory is immaculate in here.
Thank
Let's see
you.
here. So you've got all these different variations of different purples, and then you have these pops of just gorgeous red, and then you have your accents, which are the gold and the deeper blues all throughout the room, which are, what is it, the blues and the greens are counter colors, or what's it
Hmm.
called, complementary colors.
Yes.
So just the whole, it's so thoughtful. It is so good. This is such a class on color theory. I love it.
Thank you. And I also use the purples to transition from the entryway, which is kind of got the purple rugs and everything, into this room. That's one of the ways that I helped with the transition from room to room, is to try to bring some of the colors from the last room you were just in into the room that you're currently in. And so we've got
Yes.
red and purple in here, and then you go into this room again, and then we've got purple.
It's just something so basic that I really wanted to point out because I feel like it was intentional. But like, I catch myself doing it when I'm just creating in general. I'll be like, okay, my main color is red because this is like a passionate thing, or this is like a really, um, what is it? Like, this is something that somebody is being passionate about because colors are moods, da 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 da. But, like, I struggle and everything's just red. I go red overboard. But what you've done here is you've toned it down with the opposite color, your blues and your greens. And it's so intentional and it is so perfect.
Cute.
I noticed something over here. You can't get a secret room
All
past me.
right.
You can't get a secret room past me.
I'll let you do the honors.
Okay, 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 okay. Three, two, one. Is it a walk-in? Oh, it's a treasure room. Goodbye.
The treasure room. And I need more treasure. I don't have enough in here. I need more. So
Oh
this
my
room is
goodness.
currently under construction because we need more treasure. We need more glorious gold and jewels. So I'm
Oh,
gonna be working on that.
oh my
But yeah,
goodness.
that's why it's a secret because I can't let everybody be seeing all my treasure all the time. It can't just be out in the open.
Oh my gosh. That's so cool. I haven't seen anything like that yet. So here we are. It looks like we have a little side room. Care to explain?
This is sort of like a bathroom. We've got what did I use? I've seen a lot of people do this, but I just think it works so well. This is the large brazier of a loom for the bathtub. I just love it. It looks like a glorious large bathtub, the type of bathtub I wish I had in my house. So that's what I use here for the bath. And I have kind of like a shower drizzling down from above. And I have this flower that's actually spouting water out as well for the bath.
So would it be safe to say that you are bathed in moonlight?
Oh,
I'm so sorry. I couldn't help it.
yes, definitely. This is one of the new fountains I love. So I've got it twice in here. I want some more of these plants that are like this one over here. I love the colors that they used for that. I want to incorporate more of that into this room. For
I
now, that's the only one I have.
I definitely
Um,
love the colors, but I do feel like something bad is gonna pop out of it. It looks like those, like, I love it here, but if I seen it in the wild, I would think that a mind flare is going to pop out of it. Because it looks
you
like
have a
those things from Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, you do have a point. So back behind the screen, I just have like a little outhouse. I didn't put a toilet. Like I know some people have done toilets and stuff in their houses. I just wasn't really into that. I don't know why. I just felt like my character doesn't use the bathroom like that. Okay,
Is this
it's
like the
private.
I completely understand you, but if it's so private, like, why did you put the largest dump anybody has ever had on
Oh my
display?
God.
It looks like it's about to bust out. Like, what is that? Was that your child? Are we
Oh my
proud? Is
goodness.
this on the refrigerator? Is this the
I have
equivalent
not
of like?
thought of it like that before, but that's hilarious.
I'm so sorry.
That's why it's here now. I didn't know that before, but now it is. Now that's why it's here for sure. I love that.
This is some like Randy stuff from South Park. Remember that one episode? Oh, my spirit. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Let's go to the next room.
Okay, I'm gonna let you go through because I love the way these curtains work. You walk through first. It's an
Okay.
experience.
Um, nothing happened.
Walk through the middle. Oh, but I just love the way that when you walk through, it's like you're opening up like
Nothing's happening.
the wardrobe. Well, it's just the animation. It's just the animation that the curtain does that I love. I feel
Oh.
like opening up a world when you walk through and they both like billow beside of you. If you walk right down the middle of them, they go on each side of you, and it's just I just think it's really a cool effect.
Okay, I don't think I'm getting that effect because I know what you're talking about. I've seen these happen and they like have their own physics to them, but I don't think it's working here for me right now.
Oh no.
Okay,
Uh, I'm gonna make that adjustment.
I will relog after we're done to see if I can get the footage for that.
Okay.
Okay, don't let me forget. Oh, I'm actually looking in here. Oh my fucking god.
So I love
Oh my
K-dramas,
god.
K-romance, anime. I love all of that stuff. And I've just really gotten into it in the last couple of years. But I watch something every day, and I love it. So I've been watching every night before I go to bed. I watch Natsume's Book of Friends, and so I wanted that world in my house because I love it so much. When they came out with these cherry trees on the store, I immediately knew that I had to do something with that inspiration. Um,
Oh, Betz. Betz, this is stunning.
you, I need to add some more accessories to all the little cozy nooks that I've made in here. So that's still under construction, but the main layout is all finished.
God. My mouth is like wide open as I'm exploring this. This is so good.
Thank you.
Oh,
What
sorry. I literally switched. I There are so few times that I switch my character to just regular walk animation, and I had to switch to regular walk animation to walk through this because I wanted to take my time. This is amazing, Betts. How did you come up with this?
Thank you. Well, I just kind of took it step by step. I knew that I wanted to incorporate, like I said, some things I've seen in some of the shows that I love.
Oh my
So the very first thing that I thought of is the kind of the trope that's used of a tunnel, like a tunnel that you walk through of cherry trees with the cherry blossoms coming down on you, and you've got your main characters that are walking through together, and it's just this really incredibly romantic moment. So that was my original thought. So I do have kind of a tunnel and a walkway that you go through here to kind of get that feel, or at least that was my hope, that you would get that feel of like the romance of walking through these cherry blossoms.
God. Betts
And then I
set.
built on from that.
Okay, so this is gonna be my thumbnail. Just go back up and go stand right there. Turn around. And Beth said, I know a place, and she takes you here. Oh my goodness, it is so gorgeous. Look at it. Holy shit, how long did this take you?
I've worked on this one. It took me, gosh, maybe 12 hours.
Like, I can see it's just everything is so good. Like, I would not add a single thing to this because, like, even where it does look a little bare, it feels natural and like a natural progression. Like, just this is so perfect as it is. Like, oh my goodness, I have not seen these waterfalls. You've got like light VFX coming out of the sky. Like,
Let me put some mood lighting on. I'm gonna use my Hearthlight Armillary.
oh god, I should have brushed my teeth.
There we go.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, someone's about to pop my hymen. He takes me
Okay.
here, my hymen is getting popped.
Let- Let's do another look. That's something I really love about the outdoor rooms is if you use those armillaries, you can get such different feels to the room that way. And you can do that, of course, in any room, but I think that it just really works super well with the outdoor rooms.
Wow. This is just like I think what really sells it is the fact that the it doesn't change the color of the falling petals, so you have this highlight against this dark background.
Mhm. Yep.
And it just feels so alive. It feels like this is a place that was created for you to be. Does, like, because you see that so much in like modern video games you'll get in and it's like who was this created for? This is just four walls with a bunch of like pixels in it. This is not a place I would like find myself in real life or like if I was standing here in real life, I would be smiling ear to ear. If I was standing here in the game, I'm still smiling ear to ear. This is a place I
Yeah.
want to go. You know what I
I'm
mean?
so glad. I'm so glad. Um, Another thing I wanted to talk about is the bridge that I made.
Okay, yes.
Um,
Please tell me.
I had originally thought that I would make an arched bridge, but I couldn't find any items that were giving me the look that I wanted, so I swapped to a hanging bridge. I actually really like it better. And my inspiration for this was the Joseon Dynasty. All of the period shows that I've watched, it seems like there's always like a bridge over water where there's this romantic theme. So I had to have that in the room too. So that's why I built a bridge on this side of the room.
Yeah, it is really, really cool. How did you build? So you said it was from the Johan Dynasty. Did I say that correct?
I don't know that I'm pronouncing it exactly right, but I pronounce it Joseon. It's
Josong?
the Korean dynasty that they usually have settings for in a lot of their romantic period shows.
Okay, that is so cool that you took like a period piece and put it into your house. Is that why this just looks so natural? It looks like
Yes,
this is in Korea?
yeah. I've got sort of some Korean inspiration. I've got some Japanese inspiration too. Up here, if you go up these little steps, I built a shrine.
Oh, like a traditional Japanese.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we can do a little kneel.
Okay, appease the god. No curses
Mhm.
here.
And I modeled this. I did some online research of what like some of the mountain shrines, kind of the ones out of the way, the smaller shrines in Japan would look like. And I modeled this little shrine that I made after those.
So is this completely is how many pieces is this?
Oh gosh. Let me see. I put a lot of things together for this one. So
Is
this
it
is a
more than
bookcase.
10?
It's a bookcase, it's a well, it's a candle rack, it's a wreath, it's trellises, it's flowers, it's hanging lights, it's this little incense looking thing, it's a basket, it's rocks, it's plants. So yeah, it's got a lot going on.
I see the wind chimes as well, and as you were listing the different items, I was able to identify where it was, so I think that was really helpful. So like you have the trellises, you have, and then that's your bookshelf that shrunk down, and then you, what is this on, like the roof? What is this?
That is a well. The name of it is Bradensbrook Thorned Well.
Okay, I see how you put it together now. I would have never been able to do that of my own volition. Holy Jesus. This looks so good. When I first glanced at it, I knew exactly what it was. I knew it was a shrine. Now, I was taking more just because of my own personal experience. The ones that I've seen in real life are what I directly related it to was like the um, Los Muertos, the Day of the Dead shrines.
Yeah, yeah, there's
Um,
definitely some similarities with those two
yeah.
cultural.
Okay, what's
Uh,
next? That's so cool.
okay, so the cozy areas, like I said, are not complete. I'm going to be working on those. The one that's across the bridge over here, really quickly, if you just come over, you can. The view of the moon in this room is obscured by the trees in most other places of the room, but here it's not obscured. So I'm going to be putting a telescope on this landing.
Oh, that's such a great idea. Hang on, that's so smart. I hate how good you are at this. I'm so jealous. God, that is such a really good view. Like, I've got my camera all the way in, and you just see petals falling and branches into the night sky. Like, I would never not fall asleep right here with my little book.
Yeah. And again, I was mindful about the path. I tried to be a guiding path through this room so that the room is used. You don't just walk in and just stand there. You're actually interacting with the room. So you've got like this winding circular path that takes you all through the room. It gives you lots of different perspectives in the room so that you have a lot to look at in here, even in just one space.
Okay, so I think you know I love this room, but like one last thing, because I think we're kind of ramping down, one last thing that I really want to point out, because I do intend for these videos to be kind of educational for people who might be
Mhm.
struggling to do something this magnificent, is so what I see a lot of is people will build a room, right? A square box, and then they just start putting things in the like corners and then build out from there. But what you've done here is you've created a way to use all the vertical space in the
Yeah.
room. So
Yeah.
instead of just being limited to like the ground floor, you created a structure to where you can use the middle spaces in this room so that
Yeah.
like you really played with elevation well here to use the entirety of the room space, and I love that.
The best rooms to do that with are the empty stairwell rooms, which I haven't used in this house yet, but I'm planning on using that for my bookstore, library hangout area upstairs. I'm going to be using that one so that I get that vertical space as well to use. And then also the two different outdoor rooms. They have tons and tons of vertical space. So those are
Excellent.
the three best rooms for that.
That is sick. Thanks for the hot tip from I'm gonna call you a building pro, man. Like, this is insane. Is there anything else in here?
I think that's it for this room. So we can exit, and we've got one more tower to go through. That's my favorite room.
Oh my goodness, it is so incredible, Betts. Okay, so we're going back through the room. We've got a griffin here with all kind of foliage. So this is like a griffin tower?
This is a tower where the mounts, I guess, live. The mounty, flighty things live. Because I use them all the time and I've used them on all my characters in the past. I have a nice space for them to relax when they're not working so hard flying me around Azeroth. And also, it's a little detail here. This is a griffin fountain with my griffin.
There it is. I see it. It's right there. It's a griffin fountain. If you wouldn't have pointed out, I probably wouldn't have noticed it. There's just, oh my gosh. Okay, cool, cool, cool. I am going to be a little quieter so that you can actually explain your space, and I'm going to put myself on mute until you're done, okay?
Okay, so as we go up this stairwell, again, I did a grand chandelier. Excuse me. I used the same method I did in the other stairwell, where I took one item and I gradually scaled it down to create that effect. And this is just one of my favorite chandeliers in the game. I like the colors that it has. It's just one of my favorites. I like the animation on it. We have a couple of different Pandaren lanterns in this hallway, and that's intentional because I have kind of a Pandaren office upstairs. Oh, here's my Wyvern. He lives on this section of the stairwell, and he rests there and relaxes. And this is my war office. I don't have a war room. I know a lot of people have done war rooms, and I love them. I've seen so many super creative war rooms. Um, but this is just, I just did an office for me. Um, this is where I chill and decide who I'm going to battle. Um, we have Midnight is our current expansion. So I've got kind of midnight themed main accents in here. And my thought process was as we go into different expansions, I'll remove this voidy stuff and then I'll put elements of whatever we're at battle with in their next expansion into this room. So I'm always planning in here who I need to battle, gathering intel on the enemy we've got going on in here. And I have a ton of items in here that you would not probably notice if you didn't zoom in and look closely. Again, I did all of the class halls, and they have a ton of items that come as rewards for completing lots of the different class hall things. So I've got all kinds of my rewards from doing the class hall, but I shrunk them down tiny and I have them sitting on my bookshelf. So we've got, let's see, I don't even remember all the different ones. This is from Paladin. This is from Druid. This is a little interactive one from Mage. We've got Warlock over here. We've got Shaman up here. They're not all super noticeable, but I definitely didn't want to leave them out. They had to be in my house somewhere because, again, I'm really super proud of those. That was one of my favorite expansions, and I had so much fun doing those class halls. And I have one little tiny, because PvP is not my best talent. I have one little tiny area where I've got some of my PvP rewards displayed. And I felt like my battle room was probably the best place for those.
Oh my goodness. Okay, Betts, thank you so much for explaining and introducing us to your room and kind of like the thought process behind it. So, like my initial impressions as I walked through the door is you're sitting here calling it a war room, and I'm like, but it's Pandaria themed.
It is. It is.
And like I
It
just
has its
don't
best bookshelves, okay? Those are my favorite books.
and I don't associate the Pandarians with war, even though we had like a whole freaking war over there. So you were explaining it, and as you were explaining it, my brain was putting everything together. I'm like, this is her study. This is where she comes and plans. Like, we're currently fighting the void, so that's what she's planning out over here. And then, like, I started looking on the shelves and I started noticing things like the portal and like all these things from past expansions and past victories that I would almost
Okay.
call this like a strategy room or
Yes.
a like a trophy room,
Yeah.
honestly, because that's
Yeah.
what it's screaming. You have things from all over Azeroth. Like, this is gorgeous. You have the like these are real, what's it called, prestige pieces. These are things that people will make a whole room centered around, and I love that you've done the reverse where you took all these prestige gorgeous cool things that I would personally do like a whole room around. You were like,
Mhm.
it's not that great because I am the hero of Azeroth. I have done these crazy things. Like, this is just
Yeah.
Monday. It goes on the
Yeah.
shelf.
Yeah. That's You're exactly right. That's my mindset. And I love that you get that. That's so awesome.
This
I also
is
have one little interactive over here. I put a mailbox. I've got a mailbox because I'm working in here and I need to get my mail. I gotta see who is sending me orders for war and battle. So, or where my next gold is coming from. Maybe the auction house has some things for me. So,
absolutely. This has been so crazy fun. You know, what I really love is that WoW has given us, the players, an opportunity to express ourselves and really show that off and connect to other players and create a space in this game that is not centered around player power and player progression. It
yeah.
You do not need to have, freaking 263 eye level to do this. And how many hours would you say it's taken you to do this entire build?
Hours. Hmm. I don't know about hours, but I have been working on this for probably about 2 months, and I've worked on it nearly every day.
See, and I think what discourages a lot of people in this game or in housing is they see all the things that they could have or want to have, and they don't just start building. Start the buildings, get the bones in there, figure out what
Yeah.
you're working with, and from there you can build onto it. You can delete whole rooms, you can redo your thing, but it's really exploring the fun and creative side of WoW, and I love that, and I think you are a player that displays that well. So everybody, this is Betz. This has been Betz's house. If you have any questions for Betz, she is one of my guild members. I can ask her how she did any of this. So just put your comments and stuff below. And if you want me to tour your house, just give me a call. Put a comment. Let me know. We'll come do it. But anyway, say bye, Betz. We're gonna end the video now.
Bye. Thanks so much for visiting my house. I'm so happy to get to explain all my thoughts, and you gave me that chance. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Well, I appreciate you taking the time. I'm gonna go ahead and bounce. Hey guys, just finished up the video. We're really excited about where this could possibly go. If you have a house or if you would like to see more content like this, just leave a comment, subscribe, I guess. I go live on Twitch and we do high level Mythic Plus and rating, and we do explainers for all of that too, and guides will be coming on all the new midnight, generally everything. We're really hoping to make this a really cool resource where people can show how creative they are and wow, and it's more than just Mythic Plus, rating, race to world first. There's lots of fun here, and I think we displayed that with my friend Betz today. But yeah, if you want me to come look at your house and you want that stage, just go ahead and send me a message or what have you. We're really trying to get something started here. Appreciate all the support. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.